Hey guys, we have a perfect fall day here in Stroudsburg, so I thought what better than to come outside for our video this week here, and we're going to be talking about basic brick positions. Okay, we did a little demo of this in class, but I don't think it would hurt to get a little bit more of a review. Like a lot of people, like myself, will tend to retain information a lot more if we have a visual picture to go along with the description. So what I have here are a couple of standard size bricks. Fortunate to just have these laying around, and a nice little foundation wall here that some very talented concrete mason must have poured not too long ago. Nice and level. But what we're going to do here is we take our first standard size brick here. We can always have 7 5/8 along the face, 3.5. Here, hold it up a little bit for you. 3.5 widthwise, and 2.25 inches thick. Okay, and the important thing is to remember when we're talking about the positions of the bricks, you have to know what sides we're talking about with the brick. The wide side, the 3.5 side, that's the top and bottom. Okay, doesn't really matter which with a solid brick, but you got your top, you got your bottom. Okay, that's the wide side. And when we say the face, and sometimes front or back, what we're talking about is the narrower side here. So we have the face and the face. And again, it doesn't matter. It's kind of interchangeable, but you have top, bottom, right? Front and back, or face. And the narrow side is always called the end. Okay, so when we say the end is bedded in mortar, we're talking about the narrow side. All right. So, most common position. Okay, we're going to call this the stretcher, and that's when you have the top or bottom bedded in mortar. Okay. Right here, they're lined up with the face of the wall. You guys can see that all right. This would be the stretcher position. Okay, and it's by far the most common way to have bricks laid in the wall. In your house, if you have a brick house, most likely the brick on your on the exterior house is laid in the stretcher position. Okay. Now, to go along with that, you rotate so that the end is facing out and flush with the face of the wall. This would be the header position. All right. You think of it as like the head. It's meeting you head on. So we have stretcher and we have header. All right. And we're always talking about how it lines up with the face of the wall. The next one would be standing these up onto the face. Going from the header position, we are now in the row lock position. All right. Row lock is basically a header that is standing up straight. Okay. So that's row lock for you. Now moving along from there, if we stood these up on the end, right? End of the brick, and with the face outward, what we now have is the soldier position. All right. The face again flush with the face of the wall. The soldier position, you're going to typically see it above a doorway or a window, sometimes in a fireplace as well. All right. Think of it as soldiers standing in a line at attention. They stand straight and tall. Okay. And the one that would probably help you remember the next one that we're going to go to, which is the sailor. All that the sailor position is the soldier turned out as wide as it could go, with the top or the bottom flush with the face of the wall. All right. And again, this is more of a decorative thing. It's not as structurally stable, but you're going to see this on a fireplace or sometimes above a door. But the top or bottom would be aligned with the face of the wall. So you have a soldier, it's standing like this, the skinny way, a sailor would be the wide way. And the last position we have here would be turning one of the sailors down like this. You've got your shiner position. All right, and that's with the top or bottom, whichever you're going to call these. But the wide side is flush with the face of the wall, and the narrow, the 2 1/4 side, would be bedded into mortar. All right, this is not a common way to lay brick. You really can't do it if it's a cord brick, because you would have holes that would be exposed. You don't want to get water into them, so you wouldn't lay those in the shiner position. But this is what you would have laying them in the shiner. Now, just to go over them one more time, start from the beginning here. We have stretcher, we have a header, we have rowlock, we have soldier, we have sailor, and we have a shiner. All right. Never hurts to really beat this stuff into your head. The more times the better. The information will stay in there a little bit. God.